Hey guys, today I'm going to give you a quick introduction to Brainpop and Schoology. I know this is a new application that has just been made available to us at Johnsonville Middle School. So I wanted to just go through a quick little demonstration on how to add assignments and create classes and stuff like that in Brainpop. So just keep watching along. I'll be guiding you with my voice as well as some cues, and you can also review the PDF that I gave you as well. All right, so getting started in BrainPop, the first thing you're going to need to do is create a class. So to create that class, you're going to need to go to www.brainpop.com. You can just click the link right here in your PowerPoint, and then you're going to click on New Class. As you can see, a text box will pop up that looks like this, and you will just type in the name of your class. Make sure to be semi-specific on what you want your class to be called, just so you don't get confused. As you can see, mine says health example because this class I will delete after we are finished with this. So it is just the example for this presentation. All right, as you can see, you will get a class code that pops up. That class code is circled with an arrow pointing to it on your screen. You are going to need to add students to your class. So the way that you will do that is you will take this code and give it to your students so that they know what it is. And basically they are going to copy this code and paste it into a different place that you'll see on the next slide. But you just want to make sure that you make this code readily available to all your students so they can enter your class. And as you can see at the top, you can click enter code. And from there, that's where you will paste, or you can just type in your class code, which as you can see at the bottom is Villa 7159. Once they have typed that code in, they will click submit. And after that, they are enrolled in your class. All right, now we have moved on to creating the assignment in BrainPop. So here you are going to get into Schoology and go to your courses homepage. And you're just going to select one of your courses. For this assignment, I am choosing my Health C1 course. So I will click Health C1 and it will open me up into my course. And now that you're here, you will look on the left-hand side and you will see the word brain pop. You will click on that and it's going to bring up a bunch of different subjects. You have science, social studies, English. You guys are activity teachers, so you're really going to benefit from the arts and music. I think that's going to be awesome for especially you, Miss McCutcheon and Miss Carter. Also under engineering and tech, you can find a couple computer and career things for you, Miss Sally and Miss Powell. For this particular activity, I will be under the health and SEL, and that is a health course and actually physical education. So it has different sports and stuff like that. So you can actually take it a step further and give it to your PE classes, which I always think is really cool, especially if you need like a rainy day activity or something like that. And then I'm going to click on nutrition after I've clicked on the health and SEL because I'm going to do a nutrition lesson. Again, as you see on the bottom right, there are just tons of different types of lessons that are in each and every course. Once you have opened up your content that you want to be teaching, instructing, and giving assignments on, as you see on the top right, it says teach this topic, and it has all kinds of different things. Each individual thing that you see on the right is pretty much an example of what your students can make and do, and basically what you can assign them to do. But if you see at the top it says teach this topic, that is where you are going to click and basically find just different things for you to assign to your students. So you see lesson ideas, you can click on that, which will give you different lesson plans to use in BrainPop. You can also create a quiz if you wanted to. But for this particular demonstration, you are going to click on assign, which is going to bring you to the assignment builder like you see at the bottom left. And that is where you are going to select which assignments you want to assign to your students. As you see, I've selected a movie, make a map, vocabulary, and I've added a game. And once you click on each thing, it's basically going to give you different choices for each thing. Kind of like when I added a game, it said, what kind of game would you like? And obviously I want a nutrition game, so I made sure I typed in nutrition and selected it that way. So just make sure that you are targeting exactly what you want to be assigning and instructing to your students. As you move through the assignment builder, you will see that you have all the assignments that I selected at the top right. You can move them and put them in different orders. If you decide maybe you didn't want something, you can click the little trash can and delete it. This is kind of where you organize your assignment a little bit better. And then you look to the image on the left and you will see that you have to select a class. That is where it's going to come in to play. That class that you created, you're going to have to select that class. And you can give instructions for your assignment as well. You can also give a due date, or you can schedule it for a later date. But since we're doing that in Schoology, it's going to be just as easy to publish it or unpublish it in Schoology. So I just left that blank for this particular thing. And then from there, you will click Assign at the bottom. Once you have assigned it, it will come up like the bottom right image, and it will say you've successfully assigned your assignment to this class. So you just want to verify that you've assigned the correct assignment to the correct class. And then you're going to want to click Copy Assignment Link. That's going to come into play a little bit later, but if you go ahead and click that, you will at least have it saved in your clipboard, and it will make it a little bit easier in a couple more steps. Now, you've already created a class, you've also created your assignment. Now it's time to upload the assignment to Brainpop. I think there's multiple ways to upload the assignment to Brainpop, but this is the way that I find it to be the easiest and simplest. So you are going to go to your course, which again is my Health C1 course, and I'm going to click Add Materials, which you see there's an arrow pointing to that. Then you're going to click on Add File, Link, or External Tool, and it is going to bring up a little toolbox that looks like the image in the bottom right, and you're going to click on External Tool. Once you click on External Tool, it's going to bring up this taskbar. You are going to title it with something. I titled mine as Nutrition Brain Pop. And then this is where you are going to paste that assignment that I had you copy a little bit ago. And you see I pasted it where it says URL, and there's also an arrow pointing to that. Once you've done that, you can click Submit. Again, at this point, you have uploaded your assignment to Schoology. As you see in the picture on the bottom right, you'll notice that it says Nutrition Brain Pop. And then you can click on that link, and it will bring up the assignment for any of your students who have already entered into it. Brainpop can be a little bit weird sometimes because you do have to have a student access to actually access that assignment. So you're going to want to make sure your students go ahead and join it so then you can actually get a real grasp on what it looks like and how it does. But again, you can actually have your students join your class by clicking on this link, and that would pretty much start the whole process from here. So you could click on the link and then have your students go ahead and enter the classroom code and things like that. So that is one way to attach your Brainpop assignment to Schoology. Well, thank you for viewing this whole demonstration on how to upload assignments to Schoology with Brainpop. I hope it was a little bit informative for you. I hope that you learned a little bit about it. Brainpop is one of those websites that I think you have to play around with a little bit to get it, but trying to actually upload the assignment to Schoology can be a little challenging, but once you get it, it's really easy and can be a really fun, easy activity for your students that I think they would really enjoy. It kind of just takes some of the maybe monotonous, boring things that us as teachers teach them and just makes it fun with a game and making a movie, and can really test their knowledge using almost like a STEM type production there. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You guys know I'm down here in the gym. Or you can shoot me an email since I will not be in school for about another week and a half. So please just let me know if there's anything I can do to help, and good luck uploading your first assignment to Schoology.